Hi, I'm Matt, and welcome to another podcast from thishappyhuman.com. We can do no great things, only small things with great love. Now, Mother Teresa was a woman of great faith and compassion. She dedicated her life to helping the poorest of the poor, and her words of wisdom continue to inspire us today. In this podcast, we'll take a look at one of her most famous quotes and explore its meaning in depth. We'll see that by following her advice, we can all make a difference in the world, one small act of love at a time. Many of us know Mother Teresa as a humanitarian who dedicated her life to helping the poorest in the world. However, she was also a woman of wisdom and faith. She spent decades inspiring millions with these qualities, and her message of service and love for others is one we can all learn from. The famous quote, "We can do no great things, only small things with great love," reminds us that it's not the grand gestures that make a difference, but rather the small things, the little differences that we can make every day. Just as Mother Teresa was inspired by faith and compassion, we too can bring these qualities into our lives. When we are motivated by faith, we understand that we don't need to understand everything in order for us to trust and believe. At the same time, compassion allows us to care about and connect with others, even when we may not fully understand their perspectives. By adopting these qualities, we can all make a difference in our lives and the lives of those around us. We begin by approaching each day with excitement and passion, ready to take on whatever challenges may arise. At the same time, we recognize that it's only through love and respect that we can truly connect and impact one another. Mother Teresa reminds us of what is truly important in life, that it's not about the grand gestures we make, but rather the small. It's how we make those small changes to the world around us through our love and compassion, one person, one moment at a time, that makes the greatest impact. It all begins with faith and trust that we have within ourselves and faith that we have in others. And then that manifests itself into great things. The kinds of small things that Mother Teresa is talking about here are those that don't look like much or sound as if they could make a big difference. It's the seemingly small things that most of us overlook or take for granted. But each time we bring love and compassion into our interactions, one person at a time, we can change the world around us. If you're not sure where to begin, here are some ideas. 1. Smile more often. A smile is one of the simplest acts of love. Did you know that smiling is contagious? It's true. People around you will feel happier when they see a smile on their face. I try to smile more often. It encourages friendships and creates connections with people. It can be a lonely place when there are no social interactions or friendships. 2. Be more patient. Everyone, including yourself, will benefit from your increased patience and understanding. It's easy to get frustrated when things don't go your own way. But if you channel that frustration into patience and understanding, not only will you feel happier, but so will everybody else around you. Patience is something that I had to learn. As a child, I was rather demanding. Feed me, clothe me, clean me, pick me up, put me down, ice cream. I'm sure we can all recognize that behavior in infants. When we hold on to those thoughts into our adult lives and we expect someone to do everything for us, that's actually going to push people away. Either be patient or do it for yourself. If you have to wait for someone because you don't have the skills to complete the task, patience is the only way. 3. Listen with empathy. Think about how you feel when someone listens to you without judging or criticism. Now extend that same courtesy to others around you. It's important to listen with empathy because it helps you relate to others. It will also help you build stronger relationships with your friends, family, and even strangers. I try to listen, I really do. People from all backgrounds, creeds, beliefs, social status have their stories to tell. They have their experiences and hard-earned knowledge that can help me, often in ways that I didn't expect. Only by opening my ears and closing my mouth will I learn from them. 4. Forgive. It's easy to be angry with someone, but it only hurts you in the end. I've learned that forgiving people is a lot more meaningful than letting anger cloud my well-being. Holding on to anger and hanging on to grudges hurts me more than the person that I'm angry with. It stops me from living my best life. So I have to let go of that which does not serve me. Anger doesn't serve me. I have to focus on what does. 5. Take time to be still. Instead of constantly looking for distractions of the world around us, take time each day to reflect through meditation, prayer, or just taking time to recharge. Sit back in the garden, wherever you've got some space that's quiet, and just sit back, switch off, take time to be still. You don't need to go out of your way to be entertained. Instead, take advantage of the natural beauty in front of you. Those 5 examples show that by being loving and kind to others, we are also being loving and kind to ourselves. The world works best when people work together. A little bit of help with cleaning a neighbour's front yard, listening to someone speak of their difficulties during a tough time, being patient with others while they try to keep a busy supermarket checkout. All these things are not great things, but they are small things with great love. And finally, thanks once again for reading my blog, for listening to my podcast, and remember to follow this happy human on Twitter and leave comments. I'd love to know what you think. All the best. Matt the Happy Human.